Meghan Markle is undeniably a fascinating figure, one who has continuously evolved in the public eye. Her journey from actress to duchess to entrepreneur has been marked by admiration, controversy, and reinvention. Some see her as a trailblazer, challenging royal traditions and advocating for independence, while others view her as overly calculated in shaping her image. Recent discussions highlight how she has worked to establish herself beyond the royal sphere, particularly through her podcast Confessions of a Female Founder and her lifestyle brand as Heva. However, public perception remains divided. Reports support that while she has loyal supporters, some Montecito locals describe her as distant and overly controlled in her public persona. Others speculate that her reputation would suffer significantly if she were to separate from Prince Harry, given how closely her brand is tied to their relationship. Meghan Markle's story raises broader questions about authenticity in celebrity culture. The question is always, is reinvention a sign of adaptability or does it risk alienating audiences? Her ability to command attention, whether positive or critical, speaks to her lasting influence. What's your take on her approach? Welcome, listeners, to this special bonus episode. Today, we are stepping into a conversation we don't typically have. While we usually steer clear of discussing public figures in depth, Meghan Markle's latest video has sparked such widespread conversation that it feels necessary to explore the reactions and implications. Who is Meghan Markle? At the heart of today's discussions is Meghan Markle's public perception, how it has evolved over time, and how her latest video added yet another layer to the ongoing narrative surrounding her. Whether you admire her, critique her, or simply observe from the sidelines, there is no denying that she remains a figure of intense public interest. Welcome to the podcast, What About Me? With me, your host, Linda. Meghan Markle's image has undergone a significant transformation since she first entered the global spotlight. Initially, she was widely admired as a successful actress from Suits, although people think she wasn't really successful according to latest reviews and how much she was paid. Meghan Markle was seen as a person who would bring a fresh, modern energy to the British royal family. Her wedding to Prince Harry in 2018 was celebrated as a historic moment, symbolizing progress and diversity within the monarchy. The British loved and admired Meghan Markle. They welcomed her with open hands. Although so many skeptics of the monarchy were widely hearing their opinions that Meghan Markle should not go ahead with the marriage because she wouldn't fit in within the royal family. But she did go ahead and got married in 2018 to Prince Harry. However, over time, public sentiment shifted. While some continued to support her, others viewed her actions, such as stepping away back from royal duties and moving to the US, with skepticism. The release of the Harry and Meghan Netflix series was a turning point, with critics arguing that it painted a one-sided narrative and fueled controversy rather than resolving tensions. That was the turn of most people. Meghan Markle was seen as a dark force, as the evil woman, a woman who cannot be reckoned with within the royal compounds in the British media. Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton have often been compared in terms of their public image, but their approaches to real life and media engagement have been quite different. Kate Middleton, now the Princess of Wales, has maintained a consistently positive public image, largely due to her traditional approach to royal duties. She is seen as poised, reserved, and dedicated to her charitable work, often avoiding controversy. Her popularity is reflected in her social media following. Princess of Wales, Catherine, and Prince William's official Instagram account has over 16.8 million followers, significantly more than Meghan's 3 million followers. However, Meghan's Instagram Reels have reportedly received more views than in 2025, suggesting that her content generates strong engagement. Meghan, on the other hand, has taken a more modern and independent approach, stepping away from royal duties and focusing on personal branding. While Meghan Markle has a loyal fan base, she has also faced criticisms, particularly from British media, which has sometimes portrayed her in a more negative light compared to Kate. Some reports highlight how similar actions by both women, such as cradling their baby bumps or making public statements, have been received differently, with Meghan Markle often facing harsher scrutiny. Overall, Kate's image remains more traditional and widely accepted within royal circles, while Meghan is more polarizing, with strong opinions on both sides. Their differing approaches have shaped how they are perceived by the public and media alike. Well, listeners, what do you think about the way Meghan Markle and Catherine are portrayed in the media? I will focus on the Meghan Markle's recent dancing video, which has sparked intense discussions online. In the clip, she and Prince Harry are seen dancing in a hospital room to Baby Mama song, a viral trend among expectant mothers. Meghan shared the video on Instagram to celebrate her daughter's 4th birthday, explaining that both her children were overdue and dancing was one of the methods she tried to induce labor. However, the video has reignited speculation about Meghan's pregnancy, with some critics claiming she was wearing the thick belly known as a moon bump, or even suggesting she used a surrogate. Others question the authenticity of the hospital setting, pointing to medical equipment in the background as supposed evidence that the video was staged. While many fans defended Meghan, arguing that pregnancy experiences vary and that dancing late in labor is not unusual, the skepticism persists. Most recently, Meghan Markle has been reshaping her public image by focusing on personal branding and media projects. Her return to Instagram and the launch of her lifestyle show with Love Meghan suggests a move toward a more independent, curated identity. She has also embraced a more casual, direct approach in her digital presence, positioning herself as a media creator rather than a traditional. Her public perception remains deeply divided. Some admire her advocacy and independence, while others question her authenticity and motives. To you, my listeners, what do you think about her latest moves? Is Meghan Markle a woman to be admired, or is Meghan Markle a woman to be distanced from? Despite Meghan's attempt to share a candid moment, the video may not effectively counter public doubts. The ongoing scrutiny surrounding her pregnancies has led to deeply entrenched opinions And for those already skeptical, the video may serve as further fuel rather than disparaging rumors. The controversy highlights the challenges public figures face in controlling their narratives, especially when speculations take a life of its own. What do you think, my listeners? Was this video a heartfelt moment on Meghan's side or a strategic move to generate more views on her social media account? Meghan Markle has made several efforts to establish herself as a respected, despite stepping away back from official duties. Early on, she embraced charitable initiatives, championing causes related to gender equality and mental health. Her speeches and advocacy work aimed to position her as a modern, influential figure within the royal sphere. Even after leaving the UK, she continued to engage in launching projects under the Archwell Foundation. One of the most contentious aspects of her royal status has been her pursuit of security funded by British taxpayers. Prince Harry fought a legal battle to reinstate police protection for their family when visiting the UK, arguing that their status as high-profile figures warranted continued security measures. However, the case was unsuccessful, and reports indicate that the legal battle cost taxpayers a significant sum of over £100,000. Critics argue that since the couple voluntarily stepped away from royal duties, they should not expect public funds to cover their security. Personally, I think Meghan Markle has tried to earn respect in recent years because of her marriage into the British monarchy and has tried to cut ties with her previous self to present to the world an image which is false. What do you think, my listeners? My perspective highlights an interesting aspect of Meghan Markle's public evolution, the tension between reinvention and authenticity. It's clear that she has worked to redefine her identity, moving away from her Hollywood past to establish herself in a different sphere. Whether that transformation feels genuine or carefully curated depends on how one interprets her choices. Public figures often face the challenges of balancing personal growth with external perceptions. For Meghan, the scrutiny has been particularly intense, with many questioning the authenticity of her branding and public persona. Some see her as adapting to new circumstances, while others argue that the changes feel more like a calculated shift rather than an organic evolution. My listeners, do you think the disconnect between Meghan's efforts and public perception is something she can overcome, or has her image already been shaped by past decisions? Focusing on marriage, integrating into a new family, especially one as public and tradition bound as the British royal family, comes with inevitable challenges. Meghan Markle's experience mirrors the struggles many face when joining a new family, adjusting to different customs, navigating relationships, and managing expectation. However, our situation was magnified by intense media scrutiny and the rigid protocols of royal family. Her age and previous career as an actress shaped expectations in unique ways. At 36, Meghan was older than most royal brides, which led to assumptions that she would seamlessly adapt to the royal. Her experience in Hollywood also created expectations that she would be media savvy and prepared for public life. However, the structured and hierarchical nature of the monarchy was vastly different from the entertainment industry, making the transition more complex for Meghan Markle. The public expected maturity and responsibility from Meghan Markle, given her age and profession background. Many anticipated that she would embrace royal duties with grace and diplomacy. However, her approach prioritizing personal branding and independence clashed with traditional royal expectation. This divergency fueled criticisms, with some perceiving her action as a rejection of royal responsibility rather than an attempt to modernize the royal family.